Hi, I'm Erin with Breathe Grace Yoga. Today I'd like to share with you a chair core practice with an intention on giving. It's really important to keep your core strong, and as we get older, we tend to forget about that. But the core muscles are so important in how you move, how you sit, how you sleep. It holds up your whole body. Your core muscles are comprised of your abs, your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. And so I want to teach you and show you a shorter routine that will focus on these muscles that you can do in a chair. So you don't have to get on the floor and off the floor, because sometimes that's hard, and I get that. So I want to show you that you can still work your core and strengthen your core in a healthy and safe way right in the chair. And if you are able to get on and off the floor, that's great, but you can still do this workout and get a great core workout in your chair. Maybe you want to choose a couple of these exercises to do at work on a little short break. Or maybe you just want to add it into your weekly routine of different types of workouts that you do. Whatever you decide is great. Just make sure that you're focusing on strengthening that core a few times a week. So let's begin in seated mountain. Relax the shoulders, close the eyes, and just start breathing, focusing on the breath, breathing slowly, deeply, naturally. Bringing your focus to our intention of giving. We are all of us, from birth to death, guests at a table to which we did not prepare. The sun, the earth, love, friends, our very breath are parts of this banquet. And let's open the eyes, and we'll begin with some shoulder rolls. And then the other direction. Good, and now we'll do a neck stretch, one ear towards one shoulder. And switch to the other side. Come back to center, bring your chin to your chest. And then look up at the ceiling. Come back to center. Look over one shoulder. And over the other shoulder. Come back to center. All right, we are going to start with seated dead bugs. So arms come out. Raise your left arm up and back down. Right arm up and back down. We're sitting nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed. Belly button is pulled in towards the spine, engaging those core muscles. Now we're going to add legs. left arm, right leg comes out, right arm goes up, left leg comes out, left arm comes up, right leg goes out, right arm comes up, left leg goes out. Now we're going to combine left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. You can stick with one at a time if you want to. If you're able to do both, that's great. Continuing with your own breath, alternating opposite arms and legs. Couple more. Good. And bring the arms down. Now we're going to march in place on the chair. So you want to be seated so that you're not leaning back. You're sitting up tall, your shoulders are relaxed, your belly button is pulled in towards your spine, and we'll lift one knee, then the other. Just marching in place. Marching is so good for you. It lubricates those hip joints. It engages all your core muscles. Sometimes I march when I'm just walking through the house because it's so good for you. All right. Now we're going to do a seated Russian twist. So you want to get your sits bones towards the edge of the chair. Lean back just a little bit. You're still not leaning on the back of the chair. You're leaning back just enough to engage those core muscles. Arms are clasped together in the front. And we come to the side and the other side. Little twist. So there's the back of the chair is not supporting your back. You're using your core muscles to hold you up. If this is hard and you need to lean back, you can, but you're not going to be using as much of those core muscles. So if you're able to sit up a little bit, try. Even if you can't do quite as many, that's okay. Do as many as you can, take a break, and then come back to it. Twisting side to side. Couple more. Good. Then we're going to place the feet hip distance apart. Bring the arms out to shoulder height. Engage those core muscles, and we're going to hinge forward on the hips. And then use those core muscles to lift you up. Again. Strengthening the core, strengthening the back. So good for you. One more. All right, now we're going to do seated jumping jacks. So we'll start with our knees almost touching and our arms are at our sides. When your arms come up, your legs come open. We're not leaning back, we're using those core muscles. And then we come down, up, down, up, down. This is really working everything. Great way to do jumping jacks without worrying about hurting your joints or your bladder being too full. That happens when we get older. We can still work all those muscles. Right here in the chair. Couple more. Good. All right. Now we're going to do seated bicycles. So we're going to bring the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. We can clasp the hands behind the head or crisscross the arms. We don't want to tug on the neck. So if you find that you're tugging on your neck, just crisscross your arms and do it this way, okay? If your elbow doesn't touch your knee, that's okay. Just bring it as close as you can. Over time, you'll get there. So lift and twist, lift and twist. Make sure you're breathing. Move at a pace that's comfortable for you. It's not about how many we do. It's about moving with good form and keeping those core muscles engaged. A few more. Good. All right, now we're going to hold onto the back of the chair or the seat, depending on what kind of chair you have. You're going to move a little bit further back so you have a good seat, but you're still not leaning on the chair back. And then you're going to straighten your legs and raise them up. Bring them back down. Really engaging those core muscles here. You'll feel it in your thighs. You'll feel it in your belly. And if you can't raise them up that high and you can just get a little bit, that's fine. Over time, those muscles will strengthen and you'll realize you're going a little bit higher. Few more. Good. All right, and then our last exercise has two parts. We're going to start by clasping the hands and bringing them behind the head. Again, making sure we're not tugging on the head or the neck. So the first part of this exercise, we're seated nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed even though arms are up. And we're going to just tilt from side to side. Breathing while we tilt, pulling that belly button in. A few more. Good, and then keeping the hands where they are, now we're going to twist. Twist one way and then the other, just enough so it's comfortable and you're not tugging on your neck because you're using your core muscles to twist here. So if I remove my hands, I can still twist. My arms are not forcing the twist. Couple more. Good. Bring the hands down to the lap, relax the shoulders. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Think about how good you feel for the core work that you just did while seated, making yourself stronger and more stable, better able to live and love and serve. And then bringing your focus to our intention of giving. All you have shall someday be given. Therefore give now, that the season of giving may be yours and not your inheritors. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Let's inhale up and exhale. One more time, inhale up and exhale. The light in me honors and appreciates the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you ever have any questions about how to do any sort of exercise using a chair for support, please message me and ask me. I'd be happy to help you modify. Have a great day.